Check. These brain games about knowledge, intellectuals rising. See the dreams that I wanted, and then live, learn, and acknowledge obstacles in the doubting. That's nothing new to a.
What's up, guys? Episode 8 of BrainGainzTV. I'm so glad that you guys made it back to me. This has been an incredible journey so far, and we're only going to keep on getting higher and better. And I'm glad that I can just impact so many lives so far, and I can't wait to see what happens in the future. I want to thank my guest from last week, Jay Williams, esteemed photographer. He about to be blowing up, so just to let you guys know, them pictures that you saw on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, that's his work, and he's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal photographer. I'm telling you, just wait, we all going up. Anybody else that wants to get on this show that has a business, or even if you're about to start a business, just come hop on the show with me. Let's talk. Let's show the people what you offer and how phenomenal you are at what you do. I'm all about lifting people up and working together, because I know that when one of us goes up, all of us goes up, and that's how it should be. So without further ado, we're gonna get into this week's episode. This is one I've really been wanting to do for a while, because I just love this subject so much. So the subject is books. You know, I always tell you guys I love reading books. I read a lot. I read every single day, like faithfully. Every single day I read faithfully. And these aren't no, fiction books and stuff like that. I read nonfiction. I read a lot of self-help, a lot of human relations, a lot of financial, a lot of real estate. I read a variety of books because I like to have a variety of knowledge at my disposal. And I believe that, I won't be scared of a lot of things in life if I know what they are. I think fear and ignorance go together. I think you're more afraid of the things that you don't know. So I think that the more that I read, the more I'll know, the less I'll be afraid to make these major decisions in life. When someone asks me something, I can easily give them an answer now, like, sure, why not do that? Or, yeah, go invest in that. Or, what about real estate? Is that good to invest in? Just things like that. And it helps me a lot just knowing different books to go off of. So at the end of this episode, I want you guys to just let me know some of the books that you're reading, and just, let me know, because maybe it's something I want to read, or maybe the books that I'll show you in this episode will be something that you guys want to read. So I hope that you will. So it's a question I ask a lot of people a lot of times. I'm just like, what are you reading? Like, when the last time you read? A lot of the times people don't have an answer. I was one of those people maybe a year and a half ago. Before a year and a half ago, I was not into reading at all. I thought it was beneath me. I thought I was too cool to read and all that. You only read when you're in school, when you have to. Blah, blah, blah. That was me. I was uneducated. I was ignorant to the fact that books are really, really, really good for you. They really are. It's crazy. Like, I've learned so much in such a short amount of time just by reading books and, being proactive in my search for knowledge. So, a lot of times when I ask people this question, they say things like, maybe when I was back in high school or when I was in college. But these are things that you're being assigned to read, so they really had no type of, desire to read them for themselves. So whatever, nothing wrong with that. Reading's not for everybody, but what I'm trying to do is get everybody to a point where they do at least pick up a book, because it's fun. Why not? If they said that there was $1 million inside of this book, would you go read it? Sure, definitely they would go read it. But why isn't there? Why can't you easily use some of the stuff that you learned from these different books to go make $1 million? Why can't you do that? That's the path that I'm on. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to soak up as much knowledge as I can so that I can apply these things and use them to build my empire. And that's what I want to do. That's why I always say implement, because I don't just read it and just let it go. I actually apply it. I implement these things into my life. I make them actual real life applications. So when I ask when's the last time they read a book, I often get one of those answers. Or they say things like, I read this type of book. Usually it's like a fiction book. It's something like 50 Shades of Grey or Twilight or, I don't know, Hunger Games, something like that. There's nothing wrong with those. Everybody needs their escape. So don't get me wrong, because I have my own. Sometimes I watch TV. There's certain shows on TV that I can't tear myself from, but I also make time for them in my schedule. So that's what you gotta do. So anyway, we're gonna get into the books. So when I say what books are you reading, I don't mean these type of books. I don't mean this school stuff that is not gonna help you. That mathematical applications, no. Don't mean this one either. Stat ilk. Nope. That's not the one I meant. I mean stuff like this. Stuff you can apply to your life. This is the first one. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is one of the first books I read. Phenomenal book. Robert, you're killing it. You're killing the game. Like, he's really putting people on with this book. I definitely recommend you just pick it up and read it. Like, the insight that he puts into this is phenomenal. It's crazy. Like, if you picked up this book, you look at it and you'd be like, I now can be a financial expert. Like, it even says number one personal finance book of all time. What else do you need? It says the subtitle on it says, what the rich teach their kids about money that the poor and middle class do not. So why wouldn't you want to read a book like this? This clearly has knowledge in it that you weren't taught. You or I weren't taught until I read it. So that's the first one. This book right here, The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. The Success Secrets of the Ancients, the most inspiring book written on wealth ever. Crazy. This is a good book. Like, it really takes you back. It's an old-timesy book. It really takes you back in time where, you know, they really didn't make a lot of money, but their insights and the different principles and rules that he applies in this book, they can still be used today. Like, he's like, yeah, save 1/10 of your actual income and earnings towards your savings. That can be applied today to any of us. Anyone can apply that now and today. So that's number 2. Start with why. I've actually recommended this book to a few people, because a lot of times people are asking me what books should they read, because they know I read a lot. And a lot of times people don't know what they want to do in life, or why they want to do it, or anything. They have no type of direction. That's a side note. That's the reason why I want to go into life coaching, because that's what I want to help people figure out. So start with why. How great leaders inspire everyone to take action. Starting with why in this book is by Simon Sinek, by the way. Starting with why, he goes into detail about how he says in the book that you have to find out the reason why you want to do something, and that's how you start everything. Like, the how, it doesn't matter. The what, it doesn't matter. But why you want to do it, that's what's important. Why is gonna get you through it. The reason why you're doing something is gonna push you over the edge to capture that goal and execute it. It's gonna motivate you every day. The reason why. Why do I want to be a life coach? Because I love helping people. Why do I want to do BrainGainzTV? Because I want to impact people. That's why. Next one. Relentless. This cover is fire. This cover just straight fire. From good to great to unstoppable. This is a book written by Tim S. Grover. He's trained some of the greatest athletes of all time, Michael Jordan being one of them. So when he goes into details in this book, it's crazy. Michael Jordan was a cleaner. Dwayne Wade, cleaner. There's these phrases that he uses: cleaner, closer, and cooler. Which one are you? You always want to be a cleaner, because a cleaner is the person that they can rely on to get things done. That's what you want to be. So pick up Relentless. Good book. Last but not least, one of my favorites that's going to help me on my journey, Unlocking Potential by Michael K. Simpson. 7 coaching skills that transform individuals, teams, and organizations. Dude, let's see. Here's a little excerpt from it. You cannot talk yourself out of problems you have behaved yourself into, but you can behave yourself out of those problems rather quickly. He gets deep in this book, and this really can be applied to anything, not just if you want to be a coach. This will help you in your own life to just give you some direction and just show you how to do a lot of things in life. So I think this is, top secret stuff. I'm gonna let y'all know though. I think every month I'm gonna do something like that, because I get a lot of books monthly. So I think that each month I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna let you guys know the books of the month. So that was 5 books right there that I definitely recommend you guys reading and trying out and testing out. If you haven't read, get to it. Books are not that expensive, and if you could learn something in a book that could potentially put you over the top and make you a top person in your field, a closer or a cleaner, why wouldn't you? So again, this was the episode on books that I love, because I love books and I love you guys. So I'm gonna give you guys the best of both worlds. I have this knowledge right now, but I want you guys to have it too. So next time you guys come to me and say, what book should I read, I'm gonna refer you back to episode 8 of BrainGainzTV. I'm gonna be like, here's 5 right now, 5 off the top. So there you go. And as always, implement, inspire, impact. Implement the things that you learn, inspire the people around you, and impact the entire world. Here's a little quote: no 2 men read the same book. Think about that. So I'm gonna leave you with that. I love you guys, and you guys have a phenomenal week. Phenomenal.
Check. These brain games about knowledge, intellectuals rising. See the dream.